Alrighty guys, 'tis I, Chrissy Girl. Welcome to part 4 of my Sonic Heroes playthrough. It's been a while since I've tackled this game, so let's jump straight into Rail Canyon.
Tails, how much time's left?
We've got until sunset!
Tails, Knuckles, give it all you got! Full speed ahead! Got it!
Okay, so this is Rail Canyon. This is Bottomless Pit Galore, this level. Just completely bottomless pits everywhere. You've got to be so careful, particularly given, you know, that grinding for the most part, you know, if you want to switch rails, that can be kind of finicky. At least in my opinion it is. It's much better done in Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, this is a very grinding heavy level, grinding over bottomless pits, so this level's not going to be to everyone's tastes. I think it's okay, but it's kind of just not that memorable compared to like some of the other levels in this game. I find myself using Tails a lot. He is the slowest on the rails, but he is definitely, you know, he can fly, so he can get Sonic back up there if need be. So that's fine. See what I mean? Tails is like the second chance thing here. He saves our asses so many times. But yeah. Ooh. It's been a while since I've done commentary on Sonic Heroes. I've been kind of doing other things. I just kind of lost interest in doing Sonic Heroes, but then, you know, I've got to finish it. I mean, I started it, so I've got to finish it. But then I found out, you know, I got the DS capture card, and I was like, oh my god, I can play Pokemon Black and Sonic Chronicles and all those games and record them and stuff. And I've been playing with that. As you can see by the fact that I've got like so many parts up of my Pokemon Black playthrough, which I still intend to finish. I'm just going to probably divert between this game and that game, just see how things pan out, because I do want to finish off the games that I've already done playthroughs of and playthrough. There's really no excuse for me to just, you know, leave this game as long as I have, but well, hey ho, I'm finishing it now. I will finish this thing. I am nothing if not persistent, at least in the matter of playthroughs. But yeah, Rail Canyon is just like Bottomless Pit Galore. With trains. Well, I don't know if I would class them as trains actually, they just look... they look weird. Certainly not my favourite level, but the music's kind of okay. I kind of like Sonic Heroes soundtrack. I don't know if I mentioned that before, because it's been a while since I've actually recorded any parts for this playthrough, so I'm going to say it again, I like the soundtrack for this game. A little bit rocky for some, but it's not as bad as Shadow the Hedgehog's, which is kind of forgettable, that game. At least I can remember the tracks in this game. I mean, I'm talking over this with the gameplay muted so that it doesn't pick up twice on my microphone. And, you know, still I can remember the music, and it's just roughly playing inside my head. Oh, Sugar Train. Sugar Train. I know I'm not funny. You don't need to tell me twice. Not that anyone has actually told me that once, but I'm always telling myself that I'm not playing something like that. So it's time to do the triangle drive, or triangle dive, or the, you know, the bro dive. Why would they call it triangle dive? I mean, they're not really diving anywhere, they're just sort of, they're gliding. So this is stupid finicky controls. That's the, crap, glitch! That is one of the biggest issues I have with Sonic Heroes. I mean, it's a great game if you can get past, like, the slightly dodgy controls and the glitches. I mean, of all the Sonic games I have played, next to Sonic 06, this is the game in which I have noticed glitches more. And I've died due to glitches in this game. And Don't get me wrong, all the good stuff does kind of make you forgive the bad stuff, but the fact of the matter is, glitches like that shouldn't be so obvious. It is an issue to me. Ah, sugar. Lucky. But yeah, that is an issue to me, glitches like that. You know, I've got to be careful here because one wrong move and I'm going to go flying off these rails. There are switches all scattered around in this stage which you have to hit. Sometimes it will be done automatically as you're grinding. But they change the directions of the rails, which is kind of fucking bottomless pit. Galore!
Pulling out all the tricks. Got it.
Yeah, there's switches on the grind rails which will change the direction of the rails, so that's something, I suppose. But so sometimes you might find yourself needing to stop and you know, or go back and plan your jumps and stuff so that you actually do change the directions on the rails. It's not so bad in like Team Sonic's playthrough, and I don't think it's so bad in Team Dark or Team Rose even for that matter. The only one that kind of can be an issue with is Team Chaotix, where you'll find yourself on this sort of like constantly going round in circles on this like area of rails, and it's kind of irritating because you just... Oh crap. Camera. Fuck! Come on, Tails. Oh, thank God. Yeah, you'll find yourself like on this merry-go-round of rails, and you're just having to, you know, constantly, you know, do like these jumps across rails in order to get to like platforms and stuff. Given how finicky it is jumping from rail to rail, you know, it's recommended you use Charmy in those levels just because it's such a pain in the arse. Definitely don't like Team Chaotix's version of that level. But hey ho, I'm only doing commentary on Team Sonic, so I don't have to torture myself by watching myself go through that shit again. But, you know, Team Chaotix's playthrough I have posted on PG Playthrough, so if anybody actually is interested, check it out by all means. It won't have any commentary or anything. So Bullet Station is a little bit better, I suppose, than Rail Canyon. It's not so bottomless pit heavy. But it has its own, you know... It is a bit of a draggy sort of level, I think. But, you know, I prefer it somewhat. It's, you know, a little bit fairer, I suppose. There are a few, like, moments where you're going to have to grind on rails over bottomless pits, but it doesn't seem to focus on that aspect of it as much as Rail Canyon did. Rail Canyon went over the top with bottomless pits and rail, you know, grinding on rails over bottomless pits. But then again, it is called Rail Canyon, so maybe I shouldn't be so whiny on that front. One of the gimmicks with Bullet Station is these trains, which you'll constantly find yourself on, and the whole idea is to get to the, well, I suppose you should say the front of the train and smash it. Because, you know, Sonic and the gang of vandals. Ah, crap! That's what happens when you're not paying attention. That was my fault. I will wholeheartedly admit that. But it means we have to vandalise the train again. I just really don't like these bottomless pits and how much emphasis is placed on them in these two levels. I mean, yeah, I said Bullet Station isn't as bad, but there's still some, you know, aspects of it. Like, I have to go over to the left or right, because otherwise I'm going to hit that spike ball and fall to my death like I just did a minute ago. Shortcut! Again, we need to change the rails, you know, the direction of the rails, because otherwise we're not going anywhere. Because, you know, it's just kind of linked. The only robot you need to destroy is the one on the right, because you need to change the rails for the one on the right, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to get Sonic leveled up, I think. I think it'll be beneficial to me. Plenty of grinding to be done, though. And see, another glitch. 2 glitches in one part. See what I mean? Sonic Heroes is a glitchy game in some areas. I mean, yes, it's playable. Yes, it's fun. But there are glitches to be had, and that can be kind of frustrating. And I died again. Man, I really suck in this playthrough. I mean, I'm not normally this bad. I've been playing this game since, what, I was about 13 or so? Really, I mean, you know, that's 10 years I've been playing this game. Jesus Christ, I feel old. But, you know, I don't normally suck that much. I suppose it's just, you know, when you're being recorded, you're recording, and you just know that people are going to watch your playthrough later on, you just can't help but suck. You know, in areas that you wouldn't normally suck. Sonic Heroes shouldn't take too long to finish because I've roughly estimated, you know, there's only a few parts left, really. I'm not doing it the way I did it on VG Playthrough. On VG Playthrough, I did it in 10-minute segments. Now I'm just sort of doing it in segments based on level. That's a nice shortcut. Here's another gimmick for this level. Firing ourselves off in cannons. Kind of reminds me of Mario 64, but the cannons are so much bigger and more menacing looking, and there's no cute pink bob-ombs to give you advice and say, hop into the cannon! Okay. I love how Knuckles is just, you know, I love the personality in this game. That's what I really like about it. You know, I love the fact that in this story, when the characters are talking through the stage, yes, some people find it annoying. Sonic's all like, oh, hey, let's jump in the cannon, and Knuckles will be like, no, don't do it, Sonic, no!
I think my heart stopped.
It's kind of like, you know, it emphasises just how much personality these characters really have, and the way they bounce off of each other. I like things like that. It showcases that Sonic is like a big kid, and Knuckles is definitely the more mature one that's kind of like, don't be so stupid. But Tails just doesn't say anything, just definitely says that he idolises Sonic and will follow him anywhere. Regardless of how stupid it may seem. That's just the impression that I get from, you know, that little thing there. And I like things like that because it speaks it speaks volumes about their characters. I love these characters. I've been a fan of Sonic since I was like 4 years old, and I played the very first Sonic game on the old Mega Drive. I think I was about 4. I don't really remember, but I was definitely very young, and the Mega Drive was the first console I ever played on. You know, I've loved Sonic for years. So, you know, these characters do mean a lot to me, and I love the way they portrayed them in this game. It's a bit cheesy. I can tolerate a bit of cheese. Ah, crap. That's the only thing I don't really like about Knuckles, you know, attacking, because he lunges and it's very easy to get sent flying over the edge. That's, you know, that's one of the other nitpicks I have about this game. Yes, I like this game, but, you know, there are nitpicks to be had. The glitches, the controls are a bit ski-whiff, they take a bit of getting used to. The grinding, particularly over bottomless pits, you know, transferring over rails and crap. You know, the lunge, just things like little things, but I think on the whole, I still love this game. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I still have a lot of fun every time I play this game. But I'm not going to deny, it's certainly far from perfect. It has its issues. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 were far superior in terms of control and, you know, glitches even. I mean, yes, they weren't perfect either, but I found more glitches in this game than I did in those two. Not a whole lot more, because I mean I found quite a few in Sonic Adventure DX as well, but you know, not still some more. This kart segment is kind of irritating if you don't pay attention. Basically, you'll have these lasers which will knock a character off the car each and every time you hit them. We have Sonic, who keeps the cart moving fast, Tails, who can help the cart to jump, and Knuckles, who controls where the cart goes. Every time you hit a red laser, a character will get thrown off and make things a lot more difficult. It will slow down when Sonic gets thrown off. When Tails gets thrown off, it will no longer be able to jump. If Knuckles gets thrown off, you won't be able to control where the cart goes. Little things like that. Anyway, I'm gonna need to hit 3 switches. I love the fact that, you know, the flying characters have their own little unique moves if they're on their own. Tails throws dummy rings, so that's where it came from in Sonic 06, this game. In this game it wasn't so bad though, because Tails for the most part had Sonic and Knuckles with him, so he could just fire them off and do what he needed to. But here, you know, in Sonic 06, it just sucked as a form of attack. Here it was okay because it was very rarely, if ever, used. You didn't need to use it, you had your teammates. Come on, latch onto the rings, Sonic, you know you want to. Ah, come on, you know you want to. Oh, you're not going to. I don't like that. That's kind of irritating. Rocket itself, it's the same. It's on the same button that the ring dash would be, so sometimes you find yourself using Rocket Excel when you want to use a ring dash, and that can be kind of irritating as well. Another nitpick for you. Anyway, I think now we're going to get ready to face Dr. Robotnik once more in another decentish boss fight. Yay! Nothing like a good boss fight.
Sonic, look!
That thing's loaded with Eggman's weapons. Eggman, you're finished! Ready?
I don't think he is, but you know he will be. The Egg Hawk is on top of the Egg Albatross, which is basically kind of gives the impression that the Egg Albatross is nothing more than an extension. It's not that hard to beat. Just charge straight in and home and attack the crap out of his wings. Knuckles really isn't going to be much good here. I don't know about Tails, but you know, Sonic's definitely the one you want to go with here. You can get level ups for the characters, which I really advise, particularly for Sonic, because it will help whittle the health down so much quicker. You can use Tails as well, I believe, but I've never actually done it that way. But hey ho, each to their own. Sugar! There's a problem with the controls. Sometimes, you know, jumping on these rails in particular can be very irritating. I advise switching to Tails just for getting on the rails. Oh my goodness me. I also advise not, you know, home and attacking the crap out of this thing while over a bottomless pit, because if you take the thing out while you're over a bottomless pit, chances are that the game won't move you to a platform and you'll fall to your death. That has actually happened to me before, and that is why I will not attack Egg Albatross over a bottomless pit, just for my own safety. Okay, Tails, get us on the rail. That's it. Now I can switch to Sonic. But yeah, Egg Albatross has a few attacks up its sleeve, like it has robots on the actual blimp sort of thing that'll fire at you. The wings had these sort of guns which can be gotten rid of easily enough. I recommend attacking the rings. Ah, fuck! Okay, that was my fault. I'm not going to blame the controls for that one. I'm not cutting any deaths out because, hey, you know, I figured I'd throw them in there just so people could see, you know what, I'm not an expert gamer, I'm just a person that loves video games. Anyway, these little guns on the wings can be kind of irritating, but the wings is where you want to attack, so that's where you're going to whittle most of the health, if not all of it, down. Attacking in the middle is not going to do anything. I don't know why I went back for that Knuckles power-up, because it's not going to do much good. Okay. I just gotta pray I don't get hit, because if I do, I am dead meat. Ah, sugar! Man, I really do suck today! Oh my god, I'm not normally this bad. As I say, I think it's just where I record. I'm aware of the fact that I'm recording and that people are going to be watching it, so I start sucking. Oh, that's irritating as fuck when that happens, but hey ho. No, I can't help it! That was my fault. Okay, I've got to get it right this time. I've got to. Man, I can't believe I suck so hard. I'm not normally this bad at this boss. Normally I'm quite good at this boss. I can get this boss taken out really quickly. Oh, well, that time I didn't do too badly. Taking out the wings. Okay, I don't know what happened there, why I did it so quickly that time, but hey ho. Once the wings have gone, we now attack the body. In particular, we attack... Fudge nuggets. That was my fault again. And there I was, hoping that I wouldn't die again. Oh, come on. This is embarrassing. I'm actually beginning to wish that I actually cut some of this out. Just because it makes me look really sucky. Okay, I didn't quite take it out that quickly that time, but whatever. I am not even going to bother with the Knuckles power up this time because I do not see the need for it. But I will need that, so I'm just going to attack you the rest of the time. That's better. I mean, Sonic's the only one I really need, so... Okay, the camera kind of bugged out then. I thought, oh god, I haven't died again, have I? But anyway, now with that gone, attack the middle, the propellers and stuff. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm just going to jump down here for another level up. Because of course it's always beneficial to have the level up. Particularly if it's Sonic. Because Sonic's the main hitter here. The other guys are just sort of there. There, fuck 'em. Again, like with Egg Hawk, if you drag too far behind this thing, it will charge at you, and that can hurt, so try and keep up with it. But anyway, once you've taken out the body of the Egg Albatross, all we have left to deal with is the Egg Hawk, and you just fight it the same way you fought Egg Albatross the whole time. You home in attack into it with Sonic. I'm not going to do it here because it's just going to be a bit risky. I'm going to wait until I'm on a better playing field, I think. Oh, fucking hell. Bombs! Well, Sonic's fully leveled up in any case, so I should be okay. More Bottomless Pit. So, I think this is kind of like the better sort of area to attack Egg. Fuck, that was so close. See what I mean by the, yeah.
Pay for this! Yes!
It's not tough. It really isn't. I just made it look like it was because I suck. But yeah, that was Egg Albatross, which I sucked at. Man, I am proper embarrassed now. Anyway, with that being said, stay tuned till next time and we'll take on the next level.